Hey there everybody, RetroGamerman64 here, welcoming you back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. Where we last left off, we had just got our sword and shield and we were about to see what the Great Deku Tree wanted from us. So let's go. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Actually, I don't think I want to read this. This is a lot to read. And my throat's kind of dry. Gamer, welcome. Listen carefully. Oh, I can't skip any of this. This is just going to be so long. I guess I can use this opportunity to explain the gap. I'm sure anyone who's stuck around my channel for too long knows that I tend to take big hiatus, breaks from videos. However, this time I was just actually sick. I normally upload every other day, and with the LPs I have going, this Donkey Kong, and of course I have the courage to take this task, and of course Mario World, which is actually finally finished. I plan to upload. This is being recorded today, which is Tuesday, the, what, 29th. I had to check my phone because I have no idea what date it is. Anyway, this will probably go up the same day, and then tomorrow would end up being Donkey Kong. I don't know when I'm going to throw up the Mario World videos, just because that's a lot of editing to do. Anyway, we're now in our first dungeon, quote unquote, because inside the Deku Tree, or I guess the Deku Tree dungeon, is the easiest thing in the history of easy. It's World 1-1 of Mario Easy. New item here. We get Deku Nuts. Actually a handy item I'm fond of, just because of the ability to stun your enemies. Alright. Just because he's gonna spawn and I didn't like him. I didn't like the way he wanted to attack me already. I didn't do anything to him. Why would he have beef? This dungeon is so simple and so boring after playing this game 120 times. It was actually kind of refreshing to play Master's Quest, which I haven't fully played through, but I played up until the Water Temple, and there's a big difference in this game and that game. And now we get the dungeon map. Something I will be collecting. Oh, Navi. Look at the wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, gamer. Maybe I can. But maybe I don't want to. Because I want to go over here. Oh. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. I broke the fourth wall. Pay attention to the action icon. You're breaking the fourth wall! I actually love it when games break the fourth wall. But, this guy's easy. Just shielding. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When I... I messed up my dialogue. My brain's not working again. I guess I'm still feeling the effects of that. Why can't I skip his dialogue? Yes, yes, yes. Jump off a high cliff. Things will happen. Actually, he's just saying if you hold forward on the joystick, you will roll instead of normally taking damage. Like, right here he'll do it probably. Yep. Now, instead of using that platform to get across, I like to use it on the way back, though I'll still demonstrate what you can normally do if you jump on the platform first. Because with this treasure, we get the third most handy weapon as a child. The fairy slingshot! Oh, I can't skip this? Jeez. I forgot how, handheld you get with this game. So now I take a sip of juice. Speaking of juice, I can't even drink soda anymore. I don't know how I'm going to ever pull all-nighters anymore without the caffeine. Not that I can't drink it, it's just I've completely lost my love for it. Now, Navy locks on that ladder, and if you shoot it with the fairy slingshot, it will fall down. which is the way you're normally out of here because that falls when you step on it. It's amazing how different Master's Quest in this game is. the, the second dungeon, the Dongo's Cavern, is a prime example of why I actually despise Master's Quest. I was actually confused a little with that dungeon. It actually deserves the name dungeon. I missed. Darn it. Navy or heart. Oh, Deku Seeds. And I didn't say it all awesomely. Alright. The Water Temple in that game is actually easy. But here I go talking about the future here in other games. Let's stop and just talk about this game for what it is. Link, you climb so slowly. But then again, I wouldn't want to climb on that. Let's see. I want this door. What's inside the... Oh. Stuck. Here's something I've actually noticed. Since by now it's become apparent that I'm using a ROM. Unless you can use fraps to record what you're playing on a TV. Through some sort of I don't know. I don't really know the capture card stuff, so... We get the compass. Anyway, I noticed this before when I played Ocarina of Time for the GameCube. And people recording themselves. The symbols on switches and blocks in this game are different in the remakes. They have a, I'm not sure how to describe it. I might throw a picture up, but in the original, they have this moon symbol right here. And I've always been curious, why did they change it? It's just one of those things I've noticed. Right here we get our first of many, a gold Skulltula token. There's 100 in the game. As to whether or not I'll be collecting all 100 is still beyond me because the award is all too, game-breakingly annoying. The reward is not even worth the trouble, but because I know this game like the back of my hand for the most part, I might just do it for the completion's sake. Ugh. My nose is still stuffy. Alright, here we want to jump off, and what I like to do is swing my sword. I don't know why, I've always done that since my first playthrough of this. I always thought it gave Link more momentum or force, so it would break the webs. I mean, I've seen people break through them without using that trick. Well, it's not even a trick, really. Over here we get our next gold Skulltula. And they are not all this easy, because there's actually yet another one that I'll be getting right here. If you look up just a bit, there he is. Already we have 3 out of 100. And there's one more in this dungeon, but we cannot get to it because we don't have the items necessary. Back in the water. Now we're gonna want some fire. Because there's a web we need to burn. And wrong button. Not button, wrong direction. There's actually a walkable platform right there in the water, so... That's something I also didn't know as a kid. I was actually stuck on this part because I didn't quite understand it. I thought we would just fall right in the water and the fire would go out. Oh, please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yes. Yes, I do. I think we should execute you. And I just realized I gave him a different voice from the first one. I shouldn't be trying to voice act. After you get into the water, if you hold down the... stop breaking the fourth wall! Link's confused. He doesn't know what the A button is. Oh, that's such a good idea. I, uh... I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I'm a bit of a writer. And that's kind of what I want to do with my life. And I'm not sure... Oh god, get on that platform. Get on the platform. Oh, damn it! I think I still have time. Come on. Come back here. The switch lowers the water, and we're able to get under this death trap. You don't have to duck to get under it. In Master's Quest, I think you do, if memory serves. I think the timer's actually quicker, but anyway. I had a neat little book idea while watching. Stand next to the block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push in or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Anyway, watching Argon Matrix's playthrough of Majora's Mask made me get an idea. Guess in general, I don't know why it spawned the idea. I've always kind of had it, but I want to write a novel that's like a mock epic based off of Zelda heavily. Zelda because, like I said, Link would be totally confused by Nat. Damn it! I can't get my directions here. Imagine if you were Link and your fairy helper said, press A to do this. You would be confused. This is something I've always found funny through video games when tutorials do that. The characters in the games obviously have no idea what the people are talking about. And there are some games where they actually agree with them, like Conker's Bad Fur Day. Okay, Conker would say like, okay, I need to press B to do that. I want to write a book where there's 4 adventurers, and they basically based off of how gamers are. There'd be like the noob, the expert, the one who thinks he knows it all but doesn't, and that really silent one that just goes along with everything because he doesn't really care. He just wants to get the job done. And would have game mechanics where it'd be like where you would have to play a song here, or you'd have to press this to do that. Pressing a switch would make a treasure box appear. Like I said, it's based off more of Zelda gimmicks, just because of certain Zelda gimmicks are just very laughable. Like I always was mind boggled at the fact that if you pressed a switch, a treasure box would magically appear out of the floor. And right here, just swing your stick that's on fire and burn the webs and then fall. This is another thing, falling that far down would obviously leave Link some damage. Oh, this part's a little irritating. This, the 23, is number 1. You want to hit the middle one, the one on the far right. I want to spit your seed. And now, number 1. I like to actually start walking towards them as the nut is going back to hit them, just so I can catch them easier. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike her with your sword when she's stunned. Oh, Queenie, I'm sorry about that. My voice totally changed. Ugh. Alright, and now, to go with the very easy dungeon, we get a very easy boss fight. Nonetheless, it's a boss fight that creeped me out because I hate spiders. And she is an arachnoid. And if I ever saw this, I'd probably curl up in a ball and cry myself to sleep. Or cry myself to death because she would eat me. We want to look up and see... Wait for it. What is that thing? What is that? Ugh, it's her eye! Okay, so look at this thing. Link is like half... No. Parasitic armored arachnid Goma. Link is... Like, it's ridiculous how small Link is in comparison. I'm not doing this fight the way I like to. Darn it. There's actually a trick to beating her in that first go. As you noticed, I had to use the Deku Seed to stun her, like the Deku Scrub said outside. What I like to do is this: strike her, throw a nut, and then strike her again, and she's dead. It's that easy with 2 Deku Sticks and 2 nuts. You could actually defeat her before she climbs up the wall the very first time. I've done it before. I wanted to do it here, but I forgot to. Darn. I love the death animations in this game. It's like it's overly dramatic. She just starts burning in blue fire and crumbling because I beat her eye to a bloody pulp with sticks and nuts. And we get our first heart container. And another cutscene. Let's see, when did I start recording? If this goes up to 20 minutes, I could put a 20-minute video up. I don't think you guys mind too much. I didn't want to go past 15 minutes because I feel 15 minutes is a bit much even then. So that's why I'm not even reading the dialogue, because I'm a bit of a slow reader for the most part. I trip over my words. I've always been bad with reading, I guess. Or reading out loud, really. Thou hast stricken... exactly. I pressed A while I was trying to read that. My finger said shut up. He's got more to tell me while we listen. We have no choice. We could say no if we want, but it's a but thou must situation. And I hate those in video games. Nonetheless, this is an awesome cutscene that actually set fear into me as a kid. This is actually very intimidating. Running through fire, there's lightning and all in the background. You're on an evil-looking horse. You're an evil-looking guy yourself. That's intimidating. I could have sworn there was... Okay, yeah. I thought there was text here. I thought maybe the ROM was glitching out. I was being very upset. Because I have a practice file and it didn't glitch out before. Why would it glitch out during the recording? But as Mega Man 2 showed me, that's kind of my luck. I still have yet to find out why that happened or why it still doesn't work. Before time began, stop trying to read here. This always bothered me. They flew away from the clouds, now they're flying towards them. Why are there clouds on both sides of them? And why do they spawn all fire? Even though it came from Din, and Din is the fire. Well, she's always referred with fire, so I guess that works. What is that annoying noise? That didn't come up in my practice. I always kind of like the story of the goddesses and how they made the earth, basically. Well, they didn't really make the earth; they made it into, I guess, livable. It's also funny that each of them are like color coordinated with what they do. Din made the fiery red ground and all that stuff. Nehru made the blue, beautiful skies and everything. All that kind of jazz. Well, in this animation, that's what it seems like. And then they combine and make a Triforce. 3 girls equal Triforce. Yes, yes, the base of the world's providence. The triangles have become the sacred realm. Well, that's where they rest. But we don't know or care for that because we're only a 10-year-old child. We're only doing this because we were woken up by an annoying fairy and you're our protector, so... Yeah, can I just go back to sleep, please? And here he's talking about more of the legend and the evil man who cast the death curse upon him. Because of this curse, his end is near. Very near. Even though we tried to break the curse and did kill Goma, it was over before we began, and the Deku Tree knew this. That's actually kind of sad, really. And we are The land of Hyrule's last hope. There we'll meet the Princess of Destiny. This stone, the stone the man wanted, and he cast a curse upon him. All for a stone, but no other stone, a very pretty stone. I actually love how these things look. This, uh, the Goron Ruby and the, what is it called? The Sora, I forget what it's called. This, ah, I forget their actual names too. Kokiri's Emerald. Oh wait, do they have official names, or do they just go by what the people call them? In your inventory screen, I forget. No, we don't want Navy to help us. I like how the text slows down here, symbolize it's like his last breath, like, I entreat ye, Navy, goodbye. That was a horrible old man voice. I want to actually give him a more elderly voice, but again, my throat's bothering me and everything. And I've already blown through an entire fuse already, jeez. I am that thirsty. Let us go to Hyrule Castle. Yes, please, let's... Wait, I want to go back to sleep, actually. Come on. Yeah, I'm done here. I'm actually probably going to be pronouncing her name wrong a lot. Navy or Navi. I pronounce it either way, really. Oh, and he's blocking us again. Hey, gamer, what did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Yeah, it's all my fault. I wanted to kill the great Deku Tree. That is exactly what I plan to do here. You know, I am that evil. Um, let's see here. What are we gonna do? Time-wise, I think I'm definitely up. I definitely think I passed 15 minutes here, and I don't want to edge too far in. So what I'm going to do here is, now that we've beaten the first dungeon, we know where we have to go. I will end the video here. Next time on Let's Play A Legend of Zelda, The Ocarina of Time, we will venture through this tunnel and go to the main overworld, Hyrule Field. See you then, everybody.